Now, going back around 5 or 6 years when I was in my corporate heyday, at the peak of my chronic stress, my blood pressure was around 133/90, which is deemed as pre-hypertension at best, and the 90 is right on the cusp of stage 1 hypertension. Now, since then, I ended up moving from the city to the coast, started retraining as a well-being practitioner, and I immersed myself in nature, meditation, sound baths, various different well-being and holistic practices. And as you can see here, over that period with this blue line, my systolic blood pressure dropped quite significantly. That represents 15 points, the kind of reduction you'd expect to see, not just with one blood pressure medication, but a combination of two of them. But since then, as a direct result of this 90-day health reset, you can see the green systolic line dropping right down past the target into the bottom end of the normal range for systolic blood pressure. And it was much the same with the diastolic blood pressure. Now, the systolic blood pressure is the measurement where the heart contracts, so you may get a higher pressure going through the arteries, which may cause some damage. Where the diastolic is where the heart relaxes. Now, you can see from this graph that the diastolic was at the cusp of high, and over the 4-year period, that dropped right down to just on the cusp of the target, which is great. But again, as a direct result of the last 90 days well-being reset, you can see the drop again plummets right down into the depth of the ideal range, which is amazing. I really knuckled down on my well-being protocol, and then I started including fasting, extended 72-hour fasts, gut health resets. I've had no alcohol, no refined sugar, minimal carbs. So the GP agreed to check my bloods just to ensure that my other cardiovascular and metabolic markers are okay. And the results have been absolutely astonishing. So I'll be dipping into those and sharing the changes to my lipid profile, my blood sugars, and also explaining a little bit more about what a 72-hour fast can do for you and the benefits.